Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am so happy, Mike. It's not even funny. We are so far behind on this son of a bitch. Couldn't be happier.
Wow. And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Booker's 2024-04 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I was going to get to that point, but he got it to it. I mean, we've been waiting all the time. I really started thinking we're just not going to get it.
That's all it was. For sure we were going to not get it.
Because, I mean, this just, even the stores, they're like, we got so many of the old ones. We're not putting out the new ones. And we're like, all right, we're going to have to write this off then because, but we finally got it. So we are going to review it.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes. Again, we, as in super fan of the channel, Steve, found this one because I don't think it's still made it in our area yet.
I don't believe it has.
This was his magical store. So, all right, let's get into particulars on this one so we can try to get this in us. So this one comes in at 125.8 proof. It is a 7-year, 9-month, 19-day. We got it for $99.99. It's distilled and bottled by James B. Beam Distilling Company out of Claremont, Kentucky. And this is called the Jimmy's Batch. And it's named after Jimmy Russell, who was a friend and mentor for Booker No. Ooh, that's a good cork pop.
Was it? Was nice.
We haven't had a good cork pop in a while. But yeah, I know. I actually looked. I put it so you usually shuffle it around and stuff like that.
Checking.
So again, we've been on a hunt, because again, this is supposed to come out in the end of 2024, but we've been on a hunt for trying to get this because I had plans for these things and it's just not working out. So we finally got it.
It is.
So stay tuned.
Delayed.
I got to let it open up, and then there's some blinds in its future because I have a couple blinds, a couple big blinds coming on us for Sunday. So buckle down the hatches. You're in for a long ride. But
it's got a little fruitness to this.
Fruitness?
You don't have fruitness?
Not yet. I was gonna say it's a typical.
I can't do that. I'm gonna spill like a mother.
Well, you gotta bring it to the edge.
Yeah, no.
You're just gonna pour it on your lap. Just. Oh no! Now hold on. Okay, now I'm getting it in me. I was going to say it was the traditional Booker's Nose where it's not really coming out yet. You know what I mean?
I had a light fruitness to start.
I want to see if
it's not craziness.
Yeah, what fruit are we talking?
Oh, you and
is it a lychee?
It's not a lychee.
Not a lychee fruit.
I can tell you it's not a lychee.
Okay, I was just checking. Tell me it's like a star fruit or a kumquat. Is that what you said last time?
I don't even know what those smell like.
I know you brought it up as a tasting note once. It was pretty funny.
I don't even know what they look like.
I have no idea either. I've never had one of them.
It was just a fun word.
It certainly was. It's so much fun. I just brought it back again.
And I have no idea. I should research it, I guess, and try it.
I
don't know if
I don't
think I've ever had.
Don't make me laugh while I'm drinking. I haven't had enough time swallowing on my own. The nose is coming out. It's ethanol forward though.
It was in the beginning. It's starting to come now. I kind of a little caramel a little bit right now.
No, I'm just saying because we've had 140 proofers that were ethanol forward like this. It's coming out nose wise. You know what I mean?
I have a topic on that. Remind me on the end.
Mm-hmm. We got another one coming. Oh, that's nice though.
It's definitely a step up from the Irish we just did.
Certainly
By
jumps up a notch.
And not the left. Well, it does. This I didn't even swish it and it hangs off.
Well, I did, and I want to hold off on my assessment on that because I can honestly say coming off of whenever I run the batches on that on the Irish, I think held on a little bit longer. This was holding on with proof more than flavor.
No, yeah, my tongue is still tingling. I didn't even swish it. So.
But this is going to be one of the ones I'm thinking. I'm just spitballing here that when Steve comes over and tries this, he's going to be like, I got to get through the proof before I can get to the flavor. That's kind of...
He may be right on that.
This was all proof. Like there's some we've been saying, like it just engulf your mouth with flavor. That first sip did not. So I don't want to rush to judgment, but...
He might not be... let me switch this one. I know it's going to pop rocket.
I'm not getting a fruit. I'm getting a peanut now. And not one of them nasty boiled ones we got on the other thing. Mm-hmm.
I still... You know what? I still enjoy this. Hot or not hot, I still enjoy this flavor.
Again, But when you say your tongue was on fire,
No,
you're not
it's-
kidding. There was
no,
pop rocky
when-
galore going on my tongue.
I just switched it this time, and it's
Yep.
there.
Oh no.
And it's there's a huge numbness there.
Yes.
And that's all proof. That's not even
Not
like
flavor.
no,
Not flavor.
it doesn't even have like a. I can't even say it's got like a leftover caramel residue because it really doesn't.
No.
no, it
I
doesn't.
haven't got caramel yet.
No.
I got a hint of a peanut. I do get the peanut. But in heat, it's hot. It's just coming off hot.
It's definitely carrying that.
I'm trying to think back, and now we recently did the Elijah. We
so
haven't got the Larceny yet, but we recently did the new Elijah, and that came off with it had a fruit in the front. It had a nice caramel presence, and then it finished with an oaky thing. I'm not getting any of that.
This is a pretty good caramel nose right now, but it took 2 sips and a lot of swishing. You know,
I don't know if it's bringing me to caramel though. I definitely
Yeah,
get.
so
I want a peanut. I'm like, it might be a caramel coated peanut, but it's definitely on a peanut note.
yeah. So I don't even have like the heavy nut, not like that knob that we did a few days ago. That one was crazy nut.
But I think that was because you have to fight through the proof to get to it. It hangs 100% just proof though.
It
really does.
Yep, it does.
I'm trying to think back within the last week or two that we've done, like viscosity wise, it doesn't seem very viscous to me, or is it just me?
No,
The funny thing is, people were
You
saying
can't
like
say
this is like
it's-
one of the best batches going, and I don't know if I love.
I
don't know if I
wanna-
love.
It sticks around on you. You can't say it's not viscous because it does stick on your tongue. And
There's a
yes,
difference between
whether it's crazy proof or not.
there's a difference between oily and flavor sticking and just proof sticking because it's burning you up. That viscosity is all about the oiliness and the hanging.
So okay, that is Tom's definition of his viscosity, and
Right.
then it's still hanging on your tongue whether you like that flavor.
I don't
or not.
think it's my definition. I think that's just the reality of it all. Like it's not okay, other than the middle of your tongue, and I swish it around. It's not like when you get some whiskeys and anything it touches, it just sticks to it and adheres. That's the oiliness. That's like it's a difference between drinking water and maple syrup. Maple syrup is going to coat everything it touches. Water is just going to go right down. And this is more towards water than maple syrup. It doesn't have that oily, that's why when people like look at my legs, there's like 0 legs on the glass and I rolled it. So when you look at it, do you see anything sticking to this glass other than my fingerprints? No. And that's all I'm saying. Like, it's not as viscous. That's where I say viscosity, where the oiliness is going to adhere to everywhere it touches. So then bring it up to the light.
Proof does hang on.
Just proof. But look at. I mean, we've had 90 proofers where it has legs. There was 0 legs on my glass.
I can never see him in this light
Because you can't see them. There's none on this glass. That's what I'm trying to say. You're blaming the light. You got a spotlight. Do you see, like, there's one little spot here.
there is no legs.
There is no legs. But
you
that's the oil. That's when I say viscosity. I didn't make up the word. It's how much it coats on there, and it doesn't have that coat. This one just doesn't have the coat.
It has a proof.
100% what stays in your mouth is proof.
Yes.
And then, like, there's been some, I'm trying to think of ones that we've done recently where you drink it, and everything you swish it around, you're like, wow, it just won't go away, and it lasts for days. This doesn't do it, and I want to say that.
Lately, it's been more of a rye that does that.
Granted, but I want to say the last Elijah we did hung around like that,
it-
where it just
it
sat
actually
on
did,
us,
and-
where this isn't.
And that had some heat too, but
Mhm.
it was. No, actually, that was probably 118. That was actually.
You say
less.
that, but if I go get the store pick, it was 127.
No. I understand
And that one hung
but
on even better,
yes,
I think.
so their flavor does seem to stick a little bit better. I agree. I'm not arguing.
No,
with you.
no, I'm
I
not.
was just being Johnny sarcastic.
I
and
understand that,
he
and
wants
I
to
don't have a
fight.
problem. No, I'm not. I'm not. These aren't fighting. This is literally. I'm trying to save someone $100. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, out of all the batches we did, and don't get me wrong, this is going in a blind against the other 3 that we have. That's what I've been waiting for.
The nose comes through though,
and we'll see exactly how it does. But it doesn't drink like
it drinks
it's
hot.
to take it from you. It's like whoop.
Mm-mm.
Other than proof, there is no flavor that stays in your mouth. It's whoop, and then it's all pop rocky feeling on you, burning on your tongue. Just proof alone.
I'll semi agree with that. It is proof.
Yeah. So it's not even nut heavy forward
no.
like you said. It's there.
No,
but it's not.
there's a nut right before you swallow, but it's not crazy. It's nowhere near the knob that we did, or the other one that we just did. No,
if you go back to like the Irish that we did, it was 92 proof. That thing lasted for days. You might not have liked the flavor, but that coated and lasted for days.
Yeah,
we were trying to eat food to try to get the flavor out.
It had a heavy residue coffee flavor in it.
Right.
You are correct. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm trying to match what you're trying to say in different ways, but yes.
I'm talking with you, but I don't mean to like, I'm trying to give, like, honestly, I don't know how much I love this one. We're going to have to see. It's going to go in a blind.
I would say for us, if they start bumping up to 150, 170, I'm going to say we're not really jumping on this.
We fought because
it's 100 is really where it is maxing out.
Steve found it in Southern Connecticut, but it was like 120 and stuff. And I'm like, wait till it comes to Mass. Let's see if we can get it in under the $99.99. But I'm thinking $99.99. We got to go back in time. Copper and cask is $55.
Well, even a store pick of Old Forester is as much proof or more and way more flavorful.
Way more. Not even in the same lane.
So I'm with you in the same game. I just said we've probably maxed ourselves out with these. We'll probably keep getting them just to say don't bother.
Because we always have. Right.
It was our go-to for the longest time of like, yeah, we finally found bookers. But
this one is one of the ones though to me that
there's not a lot with it.
It's bringing more proof than flavor.
It's definitely bringing a lot more proof.
It's bringing more proof than flavor. That's all. The ending part is it's just not so far. This may open up into a monster, and I hope it wins the blind. Don't get me wrong, but because I can't tell you what the other three batches taste like.
It's been we don't touch them. I haven't.
I don't. And eventually, I want to take whoever wins of the last 3 years and put it up against the reserve to see if that's worth the extra $30 that we paid for it on there. But
that was pretty tasty too.
I do want to say we recently. Well,
the nose does come through though when you start now. But go ahead.
No, I'm going. I was going to let you finish because everyone says I talk over you. But we did the Lost Lantern at 144 proof, and it didn't burn your nose like this does. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean by like it's actually coming ethanol forward on this one for sure.
I will agree 100%.
Yeah,
that one. That was like a super unique, but spectacular.
It really was
because for the proof, you never got that ethanol nose. That was actually a very
that was borderline dangerous because you did not taste what you were drinking, and it was so easy.
I will agree with that
on that one.
I did enjoy that one.
No, and I agree. And
it was actually,
we haven't been back to it since it's been open. So I can't wait to see what that.
There was actually way more. It would actually kill us.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. And we didn't pay. I think I paid $109, so it wasn't that much more money. It was a higher proof,
worth the $10,
way more flavor, way more everything off of memory, and it's hard to do off of memory. So we'll see. But
I'm with you on that. It was definitely easier.
Yeah,
and it had a better nose, and I think it had more flavor.
That's kind of where I was at on this one. This one, I don't know. It's not hitting me. It may open up, and maybe that peanut flavor is going to come out more.
I guess
there's not a lot of complexity. Either.
No, but if you want to compare this to what we did the other day with the owl, I would spend $100 for this over the owl because I think this actually has a better flavor than that. Even though they're both in the one note category, I enjoy this flavor more than that one.
I'd rather have the extra proof with the less money.
Yeah, no, but that was kind of lackluster as well. They had nothing. It carried nothing else. So, and this is a legit $100. Theirs was $149. That was $150. So, if you're gonna compare there, and that was only 100 proof, I would get this.
I 1,000% agree.
And I is that a good sales pitch?
Nope. But I agree. And the presentation always gets an A+ on that one.
And then you can utilize it for blinds.
But I will say the nut is coming out more and more the longer it sits in the glass.
This is always the delayed. This is like this does way better delayed.
And this may wake up and we'll be like, oh, what dopes. It just won the blind. You know what I mean? It might actually do it because it does. It's there.
This nose is really cranking now. The ethanol's gone.
Yep.
It is.
And I'm getting a lot more of the peanut caramel going on in
it
that.
Is.
Yep.
And you're just gonna be like Johnny No. You gotta chill, Tom. You gotta sit back and
Oh,
relax.
Booker, no, yeah, no. So
yeah, sorry, Booker.
what are we doing with grade?
I'm kind of though. I'd
This
be
is a
B
hard one
plus
for
A
me.
minus for me. I'm not gonna go crazy. This is
Okay.
not. This is not.
I like your B plus on this one. I do.
But we
'Cause
barely. You gave the owl that. I don't know. This is better than the owl. I think.
we didn't give the owl that. You gave him a C
I
plus. I,
was-
think you went down to C plus.
I was C.
We gave
All right.
we gave the Irish that, but I think
Okay.
the Irish actually had more complexity and more flavor. It might not have been flavor you liked, but it was definitely more complexity and flavor.
I didn't disagree. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm easy with that.
but it's just. I mean,
It's
we'll
still
see how this
$100.
opens up. We'll see how this opens up.
It's
But
getting
the
better.
more we keep doing the $100, we're finding some that are like, why did we do that? Because there's so many.
Well, he did start at 79 or whatever it was originally.
It did, but honestly, if you're thinking of this one, this isn't anywhere near where it's like this is going to be in our top 10.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I did not say that
where
at all.
where
I
the
agree with you.
reserves, I thought it was actually very good. This is like, I'm hoping the viscosity gets better, and I can't imagine it's going to over time. But like the flavor is getting better in the nose, but it still doesn't coat a lot more.
No, it's a little
doesn't coat.
sweeter. But
doesn't
yeah,
coat.
no, it's not giving you a lot of flavors in
No,
the end taste.
no.
It's sticking around. It's a little sweeter, but nothing pronounced to say it's maple. It's this. It's not. It's
It makes me sad because we waited so long.
It's
and
definitely
I'm not happy. I wanted to be happy today.
yeah, the Elijah and the Elasny is
I think they coated better.
by far.
That's what I'm saying.
And gave you more flavor.
I think everything about it was just a better drink. So.
And it's 79.
Or 59, depending on the last one. He's even
Yeah.
cheaper than that. So, well, there you go. Now I'm going to be sad for the rest of the day. This is the Booker's 2024
I still enjoy
04 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And let's see how it opens up. This is going in blind, so we're going to see how it runs against the rest of the rest of the
And
year.
thank you, Steve.
Yes.
We don't see him.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see when he comes and tries this though, because I think he's going to give the exact set. Like
He's going
it's
to tell
just,
you it's ethanol.
it's
forward.
just like woo. It's just hard to be hot. It really is. Hopefully the flavor comes out in it. So well, there you go.
You almost need to pour this way before he gets here and let it sit.
And
with
just
a
let it
topper.
sit.
'Cause
Yeah.
it definitely noses
Be
out
way better.
It
No, it is way better in a glass.
It would
than when you
probably
started.
throw him if you did that.
Mhm.
Then pour it just when he gets here.
Mhm.
Trickster Steve. We'll see.
There you go. He does it to me every time, so I might as well. I should do that next time. But there it is. Again, if you guys have tried this, leave a comment down below. I'll be curious to see. I know a lot of people have fallen off Booker's just strictly in Massachusetts because they're not selling them like they used to. They used to go on the shelf and they were gone. And now we literally are going with the people we know in the stores, and they're like,
and we're gonna
we're not
save
putting the
it
new
till-
ones
yeah,
out.
That's such bullshit.
But it is what it is.
Why
Because
not
they
just
want
put
to
'em
get
out
rid of
there?
them. I don't
Who
know.
cares? So if somebody wants the 24 and someone wants the 23, who are you to decide? You just put the freaking thing out.
The shelf space. It's like anything else. You gotta have the shelf space.
It goes 20. It goes like 90.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't have a store. I wish I did, but
no,
I'd have a bigger
no.
problem. But
Yeah. No, you
go.
don't.
There it is.
You'd be
So
broke.
that's our review. Again, if you guys have tried this, leave a comment down below. Or if you're done with Booker's, leave a comment down below because I'm at that threshold. I told Steve I'm not paying over $100 this time. I'm waiting for it anyways. I'm not paying over 100. So he found it for $99.99. So I was like, all right, I'll get it. Just bring it in. I wanted to finish this year out anyways. We'll see what next year brings. But that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers. No, you were trying to defend it. Yeah,